Fire off.
What's up, guys? It's Javi from FormWise, product manager here at FormWise. I got Andrew from ZappyChat, another awesome AI tool that a lot of our users use. And today, I really want to talk a lot about the dynamic lead magnets and basically being able to use AI to get higher engagement and higher opt-ins. Because again, if you go to almost any website now, it's it's everything's being AI-ified. And what better way to basically build a quick little lead magnet for your agency or for your client and get more leads. It's cooler than filling out a regular boring form. But I've always said the opt-in's just one part of it. I think it's super important to have whether it's some type of marketing automation on the back end or a AI tool. And this is, I think, where ZappyChat comes in. ZappyChat is actually a tool we use at our agency to basically nurture everything using a GPT-powered bot inside of the high-level ecosystem. So, Andrew, thanks for hopping on, and I can't wait to share with our community the awesome lead magnet you've built and how it just seamlessly integrates into the ZappyChat system.
Yeah, man. Thanks a lot, Javi, for having me on. It's
Yep.
good to hang out with you. And yeah, I think that just um, the natural synergy between using like AI-backed forms with FormWise, like how Sean described it, how Sean Clark described it, like you guys operationalizing the AI, plugging that then into a conversational AI like ZappyChat on the back end means
Hmm.
that you can really automate a lot of the process off of
Hmm.
a lead magnet and get some really great value from it. So, like Javi mentioned, we use FormWise at ZappyChat. He uses ZappyChat at
Yeah.
FormWise. So we chat sometimes, and I think that from this we've kind of come up with a cool idea on how to leverage FormWise and ZappyChat together to really up your lead magnet game.
Yeah, yeah, no, yeah. I mean, because AI powered dynamic lead magnets, and for the people listening to this that aren't really familiar with that use cases, the traditional lead magnets, the traditional lead magnets out there are cool, right? You download a PDF, an ebook, a white paper, something niche specific. But what's even cooler is when you can get your lead to get something dynamic that is a output that was just made just for them. So think about almost like if you have a gym client, you build a workout generator and you're collecting their name, email, phone number, and it generates a workout plan specifically for them based on their restrictions, diet, goals. That's more valuable than downloading how to get a six-pack abs guide, right? Because everybody has different you know uh everybody's going to need to be nurtured different. Now, what I'm really excited about is how then you can take those results and then have a bot, ZappyChat, talk about those results with that lead. So yeah, that's here what Andrew's going to share with us. I think you've built a small business health score tool that just
Yeah,
sort of
for sure. So yeah, like after Javi and I talked about this and Javi kind of planted the seed in my brain, I took a couple hours to throw together something just based on what we were talking about. And so what I did was actually just take a FormWise template that's I think free in everyone's account.
Mhm.
That is just like a small business online health score quiz. And so I'll just show you it in here in case you're not familiar. But it's a pretty simple quiz that is just taking a look at like how often they're updating their website, how what sort of social media engagement they're getting, what sort of work they're putting into their SEO, and what sort of work they're putting into online advertising. And so really simple 4-question quiz that then generates a like health score and kind of gives them some tips and ideas on how to improve their online health or their digital visibility. And so I just took that template and then added in, or like the business name might have already been in there, but made sure that there was business name, email, and phone number. So essentially we could create a contact off of it over in
Mhm.
high level.
Mhm.
And so, for those of you who already use FormWise, this is no news to you, but I know that some folks aren't familiar with FormWise yet.
Yep.
But so it has these sorts of inputs right here. And so like if I just, click through really quickly to give you a live example while I'm talking, we're going to say, shoot.
Yeah.
Andy's awesome roofing.
Roofing.
And we'll just send it over to my email and phone number. But it's incredible because within a minute or two, it's going to generate a specific AI output. And like you can customize these things to customize the output and like potentially mention one of your specific products and make it more like proprietary towards your marketing business. But it spits out something like this that can be customized and pimped out over in FormWise. But where I really love this is once we push it over to high level and then automate an actual conversation on this. And so just to make sure, you know, it's got this feature in here on FormWise that you turn the webhook on and you can fire off a webhook over into your high level. And just for the sake of showing you guys like how simple this is in terms of a technical build, here's the super complex workflow that I put together. Really simple. So I know that like inbound webhooks look intimidating, but once more, if you're a FormWise user already, you won't have any issue here. I guess I can't add a new one when one's already in here, but you would just add the trigger inbound webhook. It sets up a webhook URL for you that you copy and paste over into FormWise. You run the form once, so it sends a trigger through and it gives you like this big, like I said, somewhat intimidating content from the form, but you don't have to look at that at all, just as long as it's there. And then from there, here's what I did. I used our ZappyChat reset conversation webhook because the idea is if anyone's filling out this form, I want to start over a new conversation. Then I created the contact. And what I did was I updated the email with the contents from the form of the email, phone with the phone number, business name with the business name, and the output of the form, the online health score, into a field there. And so all of that's pretty straightforward over in FormWise. Like in getting that set up, you can figure that out pretty easily. And so I'm not going to go through the detail of that so we can keep this brief and helpful for you guys. But so I set that up. I turned on our bot status to make sure the AI would be allowed to respond. And then I fired off an SMS that sends my intro message. So that's like the one workflow that I added on to our
That's awesome.
To our ZappyChat workflow, to our ZappyChat snapshot. And that is something that like under 5 minutes added on. And then I'll show you the other customizations I put in, which were just updating a few custom values and updating one piece of our first workflow. But just so I'm not like moving too quickly, is that all making sense so far, Javi?
Oh yeah, I mean this is I've been a ZappyChat user for a while, so this is extremely straightforward. You're just sending basically the FormWise data that's being generated by the tool in FormWise into a inbound webhook trigger inside of the workflow inside of Go High Level. And then you're mapping the data, and then you're turning on the ZappyChat bot, and then you're sending your first message. Now, you sent the first custom intro message. You can customize that message if you want to send the results as well. So the cool thing is once you save that AI response to your custom field inside of Go High Level, you can text that person the AI response. You don't necessarily have to show them the quiz results from the FormWise tool. That's another cool thing. You can treat it as a regular form if you want. If you want to just collect information and have them engage with the results on SMS or email, or specifically you'd want to probably do it on SMS because that's where the Zappy is going to be chatting back and forth. But yeah, I mean, it's pretty straightforward.
Totally. And so I'll show you like an example once we kind of walk through this more. But like as I resubmitted it here, it went ahead and tried to send me the intro message, and I'm doing this on a demo account, so it's not A2P approved. So these things aren't actually going through. But yeah, so like I have it queued up to say, thanks for taking our digital presence quiz. My name is Andy with ABC Business. I'd love to chat a little more about your results. Do you mind if I ask you a few questions? And that's just copy I put in there so that then the lead can have a conversation there. But I'll just show you that I had created a field called online health score that's where the results from the FormWise are going. And then I have that baked into the prompt that we are giving over to the AI so that it brings the results of the FormWise AI into our prompt where we instruct the AI what to do. And so before showing you like what that prompt is, just for anyone who's wanting to do this in their own agency, in their own like snapshot, within our send message to robot workflow. This is where we update the bot status. What I did was I used the custom value that is our OpenAI prompt. So that kind of gives it the core value, and updated it to include the actual contents, the actual output of the form there.
Right. The quiz results.
Yeah, exactly. The quiz results. So, oh, here's actually what I did. I didn't even do it in the workflow. I tried to make it as simple for you guys as possible. So I did it in the custom values. Nice. At first I was like, what did I do? Did I forget? How is it working? But let's see. Okay, somehow in here, I thought I had this set up, but it appears not. So we've got the user filled out a form. Oh, it's in the middle. There it is.
Yeah.
Found it.
Yep.
I had myself scared there where I was like, I did this, it worked. But yeah, so I'll show you in a little cleaner format. This is what I used for our prompt. So kind of typically with our AI, we're giving it like a role, a sort of conversation flow, a goal to like work towards, and then potentially some like rules and context. And so what I did, you can see here, we have a contact online health score. So that's where I'm actually taking the results from the FormWise form and using it dynamically in the prompt here. So you can see that I'm telling it, you are Andy, a business coach for ABC Business, insert your marketing name here, a digital marketing agency that specializes in digital visibility and lead generation. You're an expert digital marketer who is laid back, friendly, and professional. The user filled out a form to generate these results for their business, name of the business. And then here are the results, kind of let it know in results. And then said, your goal is to get the name of the user before having a conversation about their business and booking them into a strategy call, and then giving it a conversation flow. And so I'll just kind of format this as we go. And also we'll make sure to share this doc with you if you want to make a copy, and if you want to use something like this in your own agency, in your own business, to use alongside a FormWise form. And so I outlined, essentially begin by asking for the user's name, because that's not something we gathered on the form, and it makes it feel conversational and human. And then transition to ask some questions about the business. And so I kind of gave it a line to say, based on your answers, you can I have a couple questions to ask about your business, and then proceed to ask at least 2 different questions relating to the results of the quiz to learn more about the business needs of the user, focus on the area that has the most room for improvement. So this way we can highlight the pain points, the potential pain points they might have. And then gave it some examples of potentially good questions to ask, like, do you manage your own social media accounts? How do you plan your posting calendar? Have you been happy with the results from your ad campaigns? Gave it kind of a few good examples to go off of, which then kind of iterates off of those. And then from that, saying, after you've asked at least 2 questions, assure the user that ABC Business can help them with their digital presence. Feel free to use specific examples. Keep responses short and to the point. Just because I think in my first test, it was being a little wordy. And then lastly, ask if they want to schedule a strategy call to discuss immediate steps and essentially book them in to an appointment.
Discovery call calendar. Wow. That is freaking awesome. That is awesome. No, yeah. And honestly, I just learned something here. I had no idea you could add a custom field within a custom value. That's something new. I did not know that. So that's awesome. This is
kind of on the technical weeds side of things. You can use contact fields in custom values, but you can't use custom values in custom values.
Interesting. Yeah. Well,
it's kind of like the order of operations with how high level works. But it has driven me crazy enough times to where I know it very well now.
This is fantastic.
So you can use those custom fields. So like any outputs that you have from your FormWise forms, you can use those dynamically in the prompt that you're using as a custom value, so that anytime the AI runs through, it is using this as its direction. And so it's going to populate this contact, what I call the online health score, with based on the answers provided by Andy's awesome roofing. The total points would be 11. Online visibility may be limited. You should consider taking action. And so essential to invest in SEO, consider starting improving your social media presence, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera.
Yeah, I mean, and if you want to show the prompt on the FormWise tool to show them kind of like the rubric, because I mean, this is just a sample quiz.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you want to click on prompts on the top left, right there, yeah, right there, and then just hit edit on the first prompt. Yep, AI quiz rubric. So all this is, guys, is we're just giving the prompt a rubric to follow to judge and score the results. You can make it, you can use this as a template, or you could build your own. I've seen coaches build their own custom little quizzes. What type of business owner are you, or what type of salesperson are you? So again, these are great ways to sort of gamify that lead magnet process even more. Because of course you could build a quiz, you could have all sorts of conditional logics, or I think the future, as these AI engines just get more deterministic and more powerful, I think the future of really building anything on the internet is going to be natural language prompts, whether it's building a website or building a bot. Exactly how you built the bot. You're giving the bot instructions as you would a human being. So, man, this is awesome what you've built, Andrew. Can't wait to share it with the community. And we have a ton of marketers, a ton of agencies that are using these to collect leads for their business and for their customers. And when you combine it with ZappyChat, it's like I mean, you literally have a salesperson that is going through the results of, I mean, you're collecting information from forms anyways, and you're going to do some type of automated or manual outreach. Why not connect it with a bot that has that context of what they just submitted? So,
Yeah,
man,
why not turn it into a custom conversation that immediately triggers? And so I just want to show you like the test I did prior to this really quickly. So, you know, imagining the lead fills out this lead magnet and all of a sudden they get a text saying like, thanks for mind if I ask you a few questions. I was like, okay, just because we're like, if you do this and you get a text, like the lead's probably going to be surprised that you're texting all of a sudden, and honestly probably skeptical of the conversation they're about to have, like whether or not it's automated. But the conversational nature here,
right,
I makes it sticky and makes it valuable. And so you can see like provides the name. Nice to meet you, John, smiley face. Based on your results, it seems like you're doing well with website and SEO. However, I noticed there might be some room for improvement on social media. Do you manage your own accounts? Me and my wife do it. It's always good to have a hands-on approach, but not how do you manage your posting calendar? Do you have a specific strategy in place? We kind of post sporadically, definitely no master strategy. And so then it goes into saying like consistency is key in social media. Having strategy can really help with that. ABC Business, we specialize in creating effective strategies. Would you be interested in scheduling a call so we can discuss? And so I put up a little resistance, like, I mean, how are y'all going to help with that? And so the AI came with like, we'd stop by analyzing your current presence, identify what's working, develop a strategy, including consistent schedules, engaging content, and interaction strategies to boost your engagement. We can also provide training if you'd like to continue managing your own account. So even like kind of offering a done with you versus a done for you sort of service here. And obviously, if this was for your agency, you could like outline more of your actual products.
yeah,
The
features, yeah, yeah,
ABC. Um, and then, yeah, so once more offering a call, it's like, doesn't seem like any meaningful business comes from social media. It's like, I understand, however, it's a powerful tool for businesses today. It helps reach brand awareness, consistent, get larger audiences, even more potential customers, pushing towards a call, and then go into booking and book them in. And so this just gives you a sense of like the type of conversation where AI can actually take the information that you just gathered from a lead magnet, have a connective sort of honestly a very human conversational experience
right.
before putting them into a strategy call that then we get into the benefits of conversational booking having higher booking rates, higher show rates, and higher close rates because of the conversational approach and the just sort of like reciprocity and human element. And so I like the fact that you have these AI backed forms with FormWise that you can then tee up a conversation like this, I think is a huge wow factor. And so I'm really stoked to see how Javi, like the folks that are using FormWise and ZappyChat, continue to use this to build out additional lead magnets. Like you said, like if it's spitting out a fitness program that's custom for them and able to like chat with them about the fitness program,
Right,
or
right,
is like asking about homes they're looking for, and
right.
it's able to talk about like the specific type of homes in the
Yeah,
area they're in.
right.
Like all of these different things that we can just launch into automatic conversations, I think is super exciting.
Yeah, no, this is yeah, I mean, like my mind is like spinning on all the potential use cases, like from even from first like top of funnel type of things that are like completely gamified, generate like a a Facebook ad copy generator or something like that.
Yeah.
Hey, did you like the Facebook ad copy example we generated for you? Were you able to use that? Did you get good results? I mean, there's just so many potential use cases for this. Yeah, I'm also excited as well. I'm gonna keep strong pulse on this use case and see. I mean, with the pace of this space, um, can't wait to have this conversation again in a few months, Andrew.
Yeah, we'll check back in later. Well,
Cool.
cool, Javi. Thanks a lot, man. And yeah,
Yeah.
we'll make sure that that anyone watching this, you can get that prompt if you want to use that as a template as a starting point.
Hmm.
And Javi and I will get back together sometime soon and try to get you guys some more tools that we're working on.
Cool. Awesome. Thanks, Andrew.
Thanks a lot, Javi.
Yeah.
Bye, man.